You don't fit very well anymore.
We're live.
Everybody, good night.
Okay, good night.
I'll lock this door over here.
Okay, thank you. Hey, Andrew, Michael, Mark, how you doing, fellas? I can see there's more than that here. Go ahead, leave a comment in the box there if you would. Hit that like button. Andrew, how you doing, buddy? Happy Valentine's Day. Hey, Mr. Workshop there. My question is, it looks like we got 18 or 20 people here right now. On an evening time of Valentine's Day, what are you doing here looking at me? Brad, good evening. Ariel? Okay, the numbers climbing of people. Looks like mostly men, as far as I can see, that are here looking at me on Valentine's Day evening. Saturday mid-morning in Australia. Oh, very good, sir. Hello, Jingle Bells, Beer Hunter, Brian. Oh, Brian, you're all set then. You're all set. Classic. I won't be here for very long tonight. I don't expect maybe 10 or 15 minutes for a quick check-in, a quick chat. Mostly for that reason. I'd like to get home. I've been here working for quite a few hours now. Dad just walked out the door, just put on his coat and cap and walked out the door. Chris, girlfriend doesn't do Valentine's. You know, we don't really. Valentine's is not really a thing in our house either. Of course, we do for the girls. They got all kinds of chocolates and goodies, and went to a couple little kids events or that type of thing. But in terms of the day here, me and my wife, it was a snow day. We woke up to a nice batch of snow, a storm on this morning, plenty of wind. So she didn't have to go to work. She's a teacher. She got to stay home. So that was a real beautiful gift. We just kind of all hung out in our pajamas, snoozing, napping, eating good food. It was just a real nice morning. 50 Valentine's, Mark. Congratulations. 1 second, guys. I got to throw a cord into the laptop here. I think we're good, but I'm just going to throw in. I'll be right back. $50 Valentines. Isn't that something? I think my wife and I got, 12 or 14 under our belt? Yeah, maybe around 12 under our belt now. How long have I been playing? Off and on since I was probably 12 or 13 years old. I spent a lot of time really not doing much with the guitar, playing a little more lately. But we've had just a wonderful day here. It's been a great week. Got the camera going. I'm making it a habit of making this a part of my days again, part of my routine, just lugging around with me. I got some great footage today, stuff that I think you're going to like. So that'll be probably Monday. You'll get to see some of that. Let's see here. See if we get you a clip. Get a little bit of plowing footage, pushing up some snow with the truck. My wife, that was kind of our date thing we did today, is we had lunch together. And then as we were eating lunch, I called a family member, and he came over and stayed with the girls for about an hour. Me and the wife went out in the truck plowing. Mark, you having trouble with the stream? No indication on my end. If there's any lack in internet, it usually lets me know on my end. Okay, Michael, good to hear. But we went out for an hour plowing snow in the truck. So a few tunes playing, the heat on, nice cozy cab. We were just chatting and having fun, giggling, laughing. I have a fantastic wife, definitely my best friend. We have a good relationship like that, and we just like spending time together, hanging out. We don't need to be doing anything fancy. She's not someone who needs or even wants a whole bunch of stuff thrown at her on Valentine's, just to hang out. So that was a real treat. We've got some nice goodies here today. Oh, before we get into the goodies, the official video will come out on Monday, but or the release. But for everyone that's wondering, I've been running that little giveaway, not really a competition, little giveaway type thing, where if you leave a review on my Google page, all of those names listed will be entered for a giveaway. So good, honest review on my Google page. And I was really pleased. We had ended on close on 80 reviews, into the 70s, which was just wonderful. So happy, starting from basically zero. And I drew today from those names, and Mr. William Rice, who has a K and Knives Bake Apple, won the draw. So I know there are a bunch of people here that are in the comments tonight. Bunch of people here in the comments that left reviews, and thank you so much. Just really, really appreciate it. But William Rice, with the purchase of his Bake Apple, will now win a knife that is exceeding the value of his Bake Apple. So what a cool thing, huh? I plan on this will be the third or fourth knife given away this year so far, and I plan to keep the pattern up. We'll do what we can here, trying to give back more to you guys. And again, I just can't thank you enough for all those great reviews. It just you guys, I'm sure, understand the importance of that type of thing when someone's shopping, not totally familiar with your name. Richter, welcome, sir. I agree. Everyone needs a Bake Apple. It's a great pattern. I'm really proud of it. Let me show you a couple knives. I have some beauties here finished on the bench. Now a couple, I'll just explain as I go through. Like I said, I'm not going to be here real long tonight. I promised my wife I would be on in about 15 minutes or so. I would be shutting it down. So these haven't got final cleanup, but this is a custom build. Have a look. I just absolutely adore this piece. This was kind of built off the framework of like Mora Classic. So you can see you have that raised spine from the tang. It's not straight tang. You have that raised spine there, that flared end, that nice protruding almost guard that would be plastic on the Mora, just a big overmolded plastic. It is integral to the knife here on this piece. Real beautiful saber grind, high degree finish, as you can see there. And then we've got ancient oak and moose stag with a red liner. The color is kind of washing out on the camera there, but just love this knife. I think it's a fantastic pattern. I plan on, I definitely want to build another couple of these because I just think this is, love it. Really suits my taste. And that's what it comes down to. You know, some people can look at this knife and they really don't like the lines. It just doesn't do it for them. And I get that. I totally understand that. Like I said, this one definitely doesn't have final cleanup yet. I can see all kinds of epoxy still, or polishing compound and stuff on it from that hasn't been cleaned off yet, but really nice. A Life Knife heirloom piece. Absolutely agree. This is certainly in that territory. I aim to be there with all of my knife creations, but this, of course, with the materials used, the fit, finish, dimensions, everything, just love it. Your kind of finger guard aerial, yeah, you like a large, like a big hefty protrusion, like a big amount of protection like that. Really like it. That is a custom build, so that one is going out to a client. We have a Prevail here that's not a custom build, but in a gray curly maple with a navy liner. This one's not on the website yet, but will be. Just beautiful. Curly maple does not get old, guys. Does not get old. Now, I have a beautiful set here you guys are really going to like. This is for a good friend and client of mine. He's had a number of knives, but we have a Yellow Fox in amber pine cone. Look at that. So we've got forge finish, flat grind. The Yellow Fox is just a fantastic pattern. But then resin pine cone handles. Again, the colors are washing out kind of here online, but I don't know if you can see all that metallic amber in there. Just really wild. Polished tang, as you can see. But then to match, he's got a little filleting knife in a natural curly maple with brass inlays and the remaining piece of that amber pine cone worked in there. So this little matching set, what a hunter angler set, eh? What a hunter angler set. Of course, we have plenty of flex in that blade. Just a really nice piece. A matching set. What do you think? What do you think? Carlos, where does an owner draw the line between a safe queen and an actual user? I don't know if there is a line. Just comes down to how much guts you've got, I think. I don't have any safe queens. I never have. Even like my, how do I say the word without saying the word? Pew-pews. I've got one in particular that is very high value, and I've got to say I don't enjoy carrying it nearly as much. It's the one that I built on my channel there. It's that Tikka Deluxe, and it is just beautiful, and it's high value, and I don't want to damage it, and I don't like leaning it against trees, and I don't like laying it across the bench in the side-by-side. So it takes some of the joy out of it for sure. These knives are made to use, and so with my knives, even something that's premium and fancy like this, use will not really beat this knife down, and certainly not irreparably. They're just not made like that. These can be thrown on the bench. Even this brand new knife for this fella here now, these are not going to be torn down with use. And if they are, just like a video I showed the other day, one that, processed a full moose just this season in harsh weather, just 2 minutes here in the shop, and it's absolutely flawless again, compared to something like my Tikka, that's just, the woods get so easily dented and chipped, and it just starts degrading real quickly. I don't like that. Carlos, shoot me an email. We'll see if I can get that collection started, buddy. Get you on your way to 100. Richter, yeah, just put them to use, man. Just put them to use. That's what I think. Alan, welcome. Alan, your knife project is in progress here behind me. Dad and I were just here planning out some of the work for next week. That's on the short list. Let me show you a couple more knives here before we sign off. A Prevail polished tang and that gunmetal swirl. Really, really beautiful. Ariel, absolutely. Not on its own. If it was out in just a slab of mammoth, if I were to even put my knuckles out like that and crack it across my knuckles, I might break a knuckle, but I think I would probably also fracture the material. But in the way we do it, when it's backed with steel, epoxy to the steel, you won't have any problems. I know you mentioned with your Warrior, like afraid of batoning with it. I can't imagine you'd ever have any problems with what's the word I'm looking for? Like a jolt fracture. I don't think you'd have any issues with that at all, not with being back with the steel and epoxy the way we do it. No issues there. And especially when we do mammoth tooth where it's sandwiched like this, never have an issue with it. Never. Yeah, absolutely. They're all going to get dirty, but they can always be brought back super easy. We make them for that. I've got a couple beautiful Warriors here to end off the show and tell. Look at these. Both wearing Kieranite, which is a synthetic. It's a plasticky synthetic that's much tougher than a normal plastic. And this it's the first time I've used this material, and I absolutely love it. It's in an actual white pearl, like a standard pearl. And it is just sweet. Polished hardware, polished tang. Love it. And against the black forge finish, really, really cool. And then here we have the white pearl, but with a black. Really sweet again on the forge finish. So these are available, guys. If anyone's interested, you can shoot me an email, kyle@np-inc.ca. I'll throw it there in the comments now. If you want to shoot me an email about custom builds. We're really ramping up the speed of shipping. I've got a stack of packages here to go out on Monday now. We've done several mailing batches this week. A lot of times now, if they're items on the site, we're getting them out same day or within a day or two, which is really, really great. Able to achieve a speed that I haven't been able to in the past. So that's a lot of fun. I'm proud of that. Excited for this year. Thanks so much for coming on and hanging out with me. Anyone got a quick question you want to shoot at me before I sign off? If it's longer, if it's a time-consuming one, feel free to hit me out at that email there. And we'll be back at this time every week from now on, Friday at 8 o'clock. Andrew, your chef's knife is right here open on the bench on the short list as well, sir. I kind of phase a little bit between K&N Knives Productions and restoration and repair work. So this week I plan on putting through some restoration and repair work. I've got a bunch of real interesting custom orders in the works through emails and stuff. That's going to be fun. I'm going to bring whatever I can content-wise to you guys in the upcoming weeks and months on that. And once again, before I sign off, thank you guys so much for those reviews. Really, really proud of that. You guys said some incredibly kind things, and I'm just proud to have those on display next to my brand. I really appreciate you taking the time to do that. And we'll make sure to do another giveaway soon. Stay tuned. Keep an eye, because if you notice, the giveaway we just drawed for, although I sent a couple marketing emails on that, I did not sell that in YouTube videos at all. I think I mentioned it near the end of one YouTube video, and that was just so you diligent followers, you guys that are really tuned in, would catch it, so that I wouldn't get all the bots and all the people just trying to hack into the giveaway to get something free. Have a great evening. See you next week. We've got a video coming on Monday. Have a great Sabbath tomorrow. Some of you guys doing Sabbath today. Eric. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Happy Valentine's Day. Scott Stapleton's here. Happy Valentine's, Scott. Jingle Bell's already emailed a question. Great, great, great. Thanks for chiming in, guys. Really appreciate hanging out for a few minutes. Next week's we'll make a little longer.